All right, cool. Alright. So I left off last time with something. It's documented. What up? What up? What up? So I'm gonna get into this. Hey, DDG and Blueface dropped some shit. That shit hot. I can't lie. I can't lie. That shit hot. When Blueface came in, I'm like, yeah, all right. And then he started spitting. I'm like, oh shit. He started spitting for real. I'm like, oh, they got one. They got one. What up? What up? What up? What up? I don't have that much of a headache today. I'm just used to like yawning now, like whatever, regularly. Like it's not even a thing anymore. Okay. So the first thing to get into, that's better, I think. I don't know. The first thing to get into is I need to work on spelling, as it is crucial in the game of communication. Scratch that, exact communication. So I guess it's not crucial in the game of communication, but like for exactamundo. Actually, no. You know what? No, hold up. Pause on everything. I'm pissed because the other day I streamed and I went to screen record my shit and it didn't work. It didn't screen record it. I think it did, but no. Here's what happened. It only screen recorded a little bit of what I was doing, like the last 13 minutes, which I was so pissed. I was 19 minutes in. When I saw the video, I was like, oh my God. Because I had forgot to delete the other or upload the other streams that I did and screen recordings that I took on my phone to my 1 terabyte plug-in thing. Was it USB? And then they were all on my phone. And I didn't have any data, so it's like it could only screen record a little bit, which pissed me off. And I was really sick about it that I only uploaded like a little bit of it. But it was a really good stream, so like fuck it. Like whoever was in attendance and shit got to see that shit. But I'm pissed because it only uploaded like a little bit of it. So I deleted a couple of my streams. I didn't save them to the USB. I just said fuck it. They're on YouTube, so fuck it. People are still gonna see it. But like, or also be able to archive them in like some kind of way. I think, I'm not sure, but I don't know. Whatever. I was so pissed. But I wasn't as pissed because it was a good stream. But like I was pissed because like it didn't capture all my shit. So whatever, right? All right. So let's get into this. I need to work on spelling, as it is crucial in the game of communication. Scratch that, exact communication. Yeah, I guess I said scratch that because like exactamundo communication is like dictionary. It's like, you know this because you see it in the dictionary. Like, you know this word is what it is because this is a real word that I'm using. So so like, I don't know, like communication and stuff like that. Like, I don't know, I was big into that when I first started like writing and stuff. Just mind you, this is just writing in my journal just for me. It's getting hot in here. Just for me and stuff. And like I was big into that. And so like, I don't know, like it was like I don't know, I felt like it was crucial just for communication in general, just like knowing how to spell, like getting your shit right. It wasn't about like, I don't know, just like being like exact and like getting your shit down. So that's what that was about. But yeah, do I care so much now? I'm gonna write down now and then because I always forget to my perspective now, even though I don't always forget. I'm just saying like now and then. Now, spelling, I still don't care. I still do the same thing. I still spell. Oh my God, this headache is here, but like it's not enough to where like the lights are really sensitive, so I don't have to put those cool ass shades on. But Yeah, I don't really care about it. Next, Easter Sunday today. What is that? In my head, I go to Jesus' birthday, but I know it's not that because that's Christmas. Like, Christmas is like the one, it's like reserved. It's like reserved. Jesus' birthday, that's it. And my cousin's birthday, and that's it. We always call her every year. We called her this year. Her situation is crazy right now. But, that's family business. Word of yay. So, but yeah, it's her birthday too. So, you know, she got a holy ass birthday. But Easter Sunday today, my cousin and them came over. My brother was here. Missed him for the function, but just saw him dip out. Well, it is 21:35. Um, it is 21. It is 2100 hours 35 minutes. I don't know how they read that shit. Uh, but that's basically 9:35 p.m. I was doing military time for a little bit when I was watching, or when I first started my blog. So it was like I know how to read it now, which is like I guess I wanted to get to this point because like I know how to read it now, but it's just like some random thing that is normal to me. Which before it was like to be cool a little bit, and then no, it was to be cool more so than it was to know how to read it. But now I just know both, and my portable chargers is at 0%, so there's no need to keep this in my phone anymore. And I also, since I couldn't upload, um, since I only uploaded a little bit of my stream because the storage and data for my phone didn't allow me to like save up the whole stream, which I don't know why they don't save the first 13 minutes versus the last 13 minutes, but I guess like I don't know, I guess that's good that they don't. I don't fucking know. I don't know. But I started looking up cameras and like this is what I wanted to avoid because I just wanted to do my shit and just do my shit, but like I guess I have to like be prepared and like and like take initiative and like setting up a camera and doing all that bullshit. So yeah, I'm gonna get a camera because I was looking at a cool vlogging, selfie, whatever one, content creation one, and I'm gonna just do that because, bro, I'm on a diet right now. Not really. I'm on my parents' diet because my dad's on one. It's like a healthy diet thing, and he's like mad healthy now, so I'm just eating on like a 60-year-old's diet, which is like they're just eating a bunch of salads and shit, and it's like mad healthy for me, whatever. Like I'm pissed even though I'm like I feel light as a balloon. And also I started the Edgar Allan Poe complete series, and his first story is about a balloon for some reason. Like I don't know, like I'm like what, but he like goes into such detail about it, and I can see why he was like the first goth because like it's super like morbid how it gets into the description of him like elevating past the atmosphere with this balloon. I don't know if he's in a car in the balloon and he has a bunch of cats with him and stuff like that. Like I don't know. Like I'm gonna look all this up eventually, what it means and stuff. Yeah. But yeah, his first poem is like poem, novel, story, book, whatever. I don't know. He was allotted as being a poet, so I don't know. But this is just a long ass poem then, because it's really basically just a novel and description of a story. It's like a description of like a bunch of things happening, but it reads like a poem, but it's long as hell. So I don't, but it reads like a story. So I don't know. It reads like a poem story. It's long as hell. It's about like cats and balloons and shit like that. I don't know what. I just trying to get to the Raven. I just know that's mad popular. And I looked up a bunch of poets, like popular poets, like famous poets throughout history, and I want to read Milton. He's pretty good. I want to read Shakespeare. He's pretty good. Or so I've heard about both of them. Is Maya Angelou a poet? I think so. And then some of the other poets. I want to read. I want to like read. I want to get into. I want to get into like great literature, the great literature of like the 21st century and stuff like that. But anyway, or the great poets. But anyway, Easter Sunday, yeah, I don't know. That's like the first. Oh, it's the first Sunday. It's the first Sunday. It's the first Sunday ever. It's like the first Sunday. That's what makes it poppin', right? Or popular, or like that's what it's all about. So yeah, that's what it's all about. Oh yeah. Um. So next, my cousins on the wave about math being a tool adults or humans used to solve life. I think was how he put it. When he goes places far beyond my reasoning or dreams. I'll address the last part first. When he goes places far beyond my reasoning or dreams. That's me. That's me being fond of the youth that's coming up after me, where it's like they can take my imaginative ideas way more beyond what I could, um, way more beyond what I could conceive, even if they can't or they can. That's how I view them because they're the youth, they're the future. So that's how I view it. Like, yeah, that's how I view them. Like, signature yawn. Um, but yeah, like they're like, they're gonna take this shit like way further into the atmosphere on some Poe balloon shit. Um, and then math being a tool adults or humans used, we came to the conclusion one day that humans just developed like math like just to solve the world, like I mean, like figure out how far away whatever was, like figure out how to do shit. Like humans are just like, oh my god, we have a problem because all this shit is crazy and the world is crazy. Like we need a solution. We need a universal solution to all this bullshit so we can like survive and like continue to be humans, but like be able to survive as humans. I don't know, but like survive and like like be lit. Like we basically created math to be lit. Like that's our thing. So that's why math was even a thing in the first place. Um, yeah, to solve life because it's like a bunch of like math is universal for a lot of things. It's just like, bro, like life itself, like just like to do life, to be life. We had to solve the problem. We had to do the problem. So it's like we created problems, math problems, and then we solved them. Basically. No, the world created the problems for us, and then we turned them into number problems, and then we solved them. Writing is a cure as well. This is a potent addiction, it would seem. Once I get into it, at least. This is great. Writing is a cure to like my brain ADHD, my brain like super flowing, continuously, just because it wants to, for real, just because it wants to. So writing is a cure to that. I can like decipher my thoughts. I could like get them out, just like this. I could, they don't stay stuck in my head, so my head doesn't become like a huge balloon, like the Poe poem. And that's the theme. Poe. And what was the other part? Once I get into it, at least, because like it becomes a cure. Because like when I realized when I first started writing, I had to like go through a bunch of fodder thoughts, and I write about this in the blog. I have to go through a bunch of fodder thoughts just to get to like the actual meat of my thoughts, which is actually how I described it in the entry too. But like like you start writing and it's like bloop blah bleep bloop, and then it's just like, this is what happened when I was 12 and this is why I'm like this because of the thing that happened when I was 12, and then you start getting into the meat of like who you are as a person and stuff like that. Or like when you go to therapy and like your therapist asks you, let me get a general idea of like who you are, and you're just like da 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 da, and like, what about your past though? And then you're like, my past, and then you start talking about your past and shit, and it's just like, oh my god, we're getting into the meat of my thoughts. Yeah, and then so that's once I get into it, it becomes a cure. So that's the getting into it part. Like you gotta really get into it, and, like dig into stuff. uh, this is great. Writing is like super cool. It's like a cure. My cousin came through, missed her. Apparently she kicked Rona. That should really be the flu for some niggas. All's well that ends well, I guess. Yeah, not to be insensitive, because it wasn't really just the flu for a lot of people. A lot of people checked, and that was like terrible, and a lot of people lost loved ones, and like I never want to downplay it, even though everybody's like making memes about shit, and everybody makes memes about everything, and everything's a joke nowadays, which is stupid. But like, yeah, like RIP those people, because like that was a serious crisis in our time. That's the crisis of our time, I think. I don't know, a lot of shit's happened in our time. Shit, a lot of shit happens in a lot of times, but like a lot of shit happened in our time. It's like fucked. Like the shit that's happening now, they're gonna write history books about for sure. Like, yeah, and yeah, just because our leaders are like crazy and they have like a bunch of like crazy shit going on, so they're definitely gonna make history for better or for worse, or wherever the fuck we end up at, we're gonna end up learning about this shit. Or if we don't, we're gonna be the generation who knows about it and knows what they're hiding because we were there. So we're gonna know how reality and deception of history plays out because we lived this shit. So they're gonna, what if they just put like the pandemic as like a blip in time, which actually it will be. It's like, oh, we had this period where it's like it was a new renaissance, and people who did what they wanted with it, like created multi-million-dollar companies from like just being on YouTube. And we're gonna be like, oh yeah, I remember so and so that, oh yeah, I remember so and so that came up on YouTube. We're gonna be like the old people. We're gonna be like, oh, what you know about? You don't know nothing about that. We're gonna be like that. You don't know nothing about that. I was there. Yeah, I'm never gonna be old. Forever young, baby. Even when I'm old. No, even when I'm more seasoned. That sounds bad. That sounds worse. Seasoned, gross. Yeah. But I missed her. That's the cousin that she moves to the beat of her own drum. She's just everywhere at once. She's always in New York, even though she doesn't live there. It's like the corner store. It's like New York is like around the corner for her. Like wild gal. Yeah, she kicked Rona though. She kicked that shit. It was like the flu for some people. I remember when I had it. It was like the flu it was like a bad flu, mind you, but it was like the flu for me. It wasn't like terrible. Like it was bad, but it wasn't like terrible. I remember my parents like locked me in my room and tried to like I was like a subject, and they were like doctors coming in with the hazmat suits. They were like, "Here's some food. Don't kill us." Oh well, they were older, so I guess that was cause for concern. But like, hey, you gotta stay healthy. You gotta stay active, baby. Like, I would, if I was an older fella during Rona, I wouldn't have caught that shit because I live an active lifestyle. I walk a lot. I do all that shit. You gotta stay active, baby. Yeah, that was a reminder to a lot of people to like upkeep their health, and I'm sure a lot of people started like working out after that shit. Not to downplay like the effects of it, but you know what I mean. All's well that ends well, I guess. Next one. This is the perfect tool to just lay it all down. It feels good. I'm talking about writing there. Like, writing is like super awesome, super califragilistic. Just because you lay it all down and then like it leaves your head and you get it out, and like you don't have to think about like the thoughts that would have otherwise stayed in your head and then like boggled your mind down and stuff. I've been eating a lot of salads. Like, I've been eating so healthy, but it's so boring. I want like a cheese. I want a cheeseburger. I want a greasy cheeseburger with greasy fries. But I have to wait for goddamn employment. I called again the McDonald's and they're just playing games because they still haven't got me on the schedule. So I'm like, bro, what is the workforce nowadays when you can't even get your time and date for your first start date at McDonald's? Like, the bar is in hell. Literally, bro. The bar is in hell. So I just have to like refine my knowledge on HVAC, and I started looking up like AI coming to HVAC so I could like be literate in AI and HVAC and like just do it that way, bro. Because like nowadays, this is what they're gonna be talking about too, the job market being ass. We're gonna be like, I'm gonna be like, yeah, I lived that shit. It was ass. You couldn't even get your first day scheduling for McDonald's. McDonald's, like $1 billion company, mind you, but you're a $1 billion company, so it's like it works both ways. Like, you know, you should be up and up and on the up and up and all that shit. Shouldn't be this fucking hard. Okay. I just want a cheeseburger. I just want to eat a cheeseburger, literally. Writing is a perfect tool to lay it all down, literally. Lay it all down and get it out your mind, get it out the way. Never think about it again until you read until you do this shit. I'm scrambling all over the house thinking I'm gonna be late. Turns out I'm in the Uber right now on 22 East. It's 12:06 p.m. I fucking forgot it starts at 12:30. My shift cleaning at Tesla. I'm ticked off, boots untied. At least I'll be on time. Still ticked off. Yeah. This is when I worked cleaning at Tesla, obviously. Picking up the cardboard, doing that whole thing. And this is when I was just running, rushing late, doing the ADHD thing where it's like taking forever to do anything, but like up until the last moment that you have to do it and then doing it and then rushing all the while you're doing all this stuff. It's like, bro, like ADHD will take it there with you. It really will. It'll take it there with you. And like you gotta just like adapt and do your thing. I wonder where my jaw exercise thing is. I was just about to look for it and use it because I'm looking at my jaw right now and I'm just like, oh, I haven't used that in a little bit, so I might as well. Everything is so boring. I just created a workout regimen, which is just like to upkeep my normal, just so I don't end up like a blob in the future when I stop having as active of a lifestyle as I am now. And I found a couple of good exercises that are probably gonna keep me in check, keep me fighting off the next Rona whenever that shit happens, and just hopefully, God forbid, it doesn't. But we know how these motherfuckers work. They're probably developing new fucking lab shit now and hoping it just doesn't leak out of the test sites because they don't really give a damn. Yeah, but yeah, so I just like trying to develop like a universal kind of basic healthcare kind of workout routine that everybody can do just so I could keep on the up and up. Because all my friends like pumping heavy weights, doing all that training shit. I'm like, yeah, I want to train just for the technique of fighting, but I don't want to lift weights, bro. Like, that's annoying. I did that all as a kid during football and track. I don't want to do that shit ever again. That's what my friend said. I used to play football. My producer friend who has a project out. I don't know what the project is. I'm a bad friend. Or I'm just worried about my life at the moment because I need to get shit shaken and I don't really have time. And like when people always say, oh, this is gonna be my year to be selfish, you're not gonna see me because I'm grinding, they don't really mean it because they're always making plans with their friends to like chill out and hang out and whatever the fuck. No, I've really just been on a steady grind for a couple years, and like that's really had a lot of my friends in their feelings, but it had some of the other friends who were trying to get a bag too, and not just a bag but like secure their futures. It had them not really worrying about me because they were doing the same thing. And those are the friends I called on New Year's and texted on New Year's, and those are the friends that were like reciprocating my messages because they know what it is. Like, we're at that age right now, like, use it or lose it, hop on the train, get to your life goals by any means. And if one of the means is not cutting off friends but cutting off communication for a while, then cut the fucking communication for a while. And like, go all in, baby, go all in. Fuck it. Because when I have the mobility to be wherever and wherever and whenever I want to do whatever I want to do, like, I will be able to see you all the time. We're going to be able to make up for lost time every single day of our lives. And then we're going to find out that, hey, yeah, the time we're spending together isn't pointless, but like this one hangout session could have culminated in 50 hangout sessions that we did or that we could have done when we didn't have the time. So now that we have the time, we can make the most of it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just let's set our shit up so we don't have to fucking worry about how am I gonna eat today in a couple years. Like, let's worry about that now. So, you know what I mean? Like, you have to have a different mindset. And we're just grown now, bro. Like, I know I look like this, but I'm 26 now. Like, I guess I look 26, but like, I'm pushing 30. Like, at 30 years old, I know black don't cry. Like, and I was in a mental hospital, and the friends I made there, one of my friends, he was 19. He had a way more developed beard than me and all type of shit, and he was like, bro, I thought you was 19 too. I'm like, that's a good thing. I'm like, it's not a good thing when you're 16 and you're looking like 12, even though I didn't look 12 at 16. I looked 16, but I guess I just didn't age because I just kept being active. Be active, bro. Be active. Be active. Be active. Be active. Be active. Don't be reactive. Be active. Facts. Because that shit's kept me like youthful. It's never going out of style to work out and do all that stuff. And as I was writing a list today of the things that I want to prioritize in career and just in life goals in general, so I have things to do instead of scrolling on my phone, which I scrolled on my phone all today, even though as I was writing those life goals. And this is the only productive thing I do that's not scrolling on my phone, which is streaming and doing this. And that's why I was livid about my screen recording not picking up all of my stream the other day, but I didn't care because when you're consistent and do it every day, like you have literally the next day to do it. And I have endless material to talk about because I set myself up for greatness when I made the blog the first years I made the blog in 2023. And so like I have endless material to talk about, and they're all topics that are akin to me, so it's like I could ramble on and on for 1,000,000,000 gazillion years. So it's whatever. But like, yeah, I just want to live an active lifestyle. And I'm like, a lot of the things I wrote down for like, achieving that goal, they're really healthy, progressive, and just like tailored to me. And like, I think gonna be, once I document them and put them online and stuff, I think they're gonna be tailored to a lot of other people too. And plus they're gonna bring me a lot of profits. So I'm trying to do something I love while helping millions of people and receiving millions of dollars in profit for the work. So fuck it. I'm basically trying to just live the American dream. I'm basically just trying to, but more than that, because that dream is like something on some Carlin, on some George Carlin shit. Like that's what it's looking like. His idea of the American dream is what it's looking like it's panning out to be. So I'm really just trying to live the old American dream, and see if that can still be a reality. And just more than that though, just be happy, live a regular life. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't have to be some trope. It doesn't have to be some like thing. You just want to be happy and just like and just want to live a good life. Like what? Last topic. I'm literally the nervous one in the presence of a girl I like. I'm like a toddler who's starstruck by the world. So there was this fine ass girl at Tesla when I used to work there, and mind you, they all fucked with me. They all thought I was fine. So there was this girl. She was like one of the corporate Jones, and like she was like some fine Asian thing, and I was like, shit, what it do? I wasn't like that because I was mad nervous, and why would I push up on her when I had a job to do? I was talking to my therapist like earlier and on Tuesday, and he was like saying that's one of my weak points because like I use logic a lot of the times to forego what would be happiness if it's spontaneous happiness or like pushing up on somebody instead of doing something in the moment, taking action and initiative. I just like, well, no, I take initiative on the things I want, but like the things like resulting, like the things involving other people, I don't, because like a lot of the times when I make up my mind about something and it's just like my mind's made up about this one thing, it's like, and it's the other thing is about other people, and it's like I don't know, I just avoid it. And it's not even like relationship shit. It's like I don't know, because I've initiated for like sex and shit. It's just like I guess anything that has to do with like getting to know people or like actual emotions involved. Because when it's like when it's physical and I know it won't mean anything, then I don't really care or have a problem. But then like when I care about the person, or I feel like this person is worth caring about or something, or worth getting to know, then like I have a problem initiating, because I feel like it'll be more than just a one-time thing. Really, I don't really want it to be a one-time thing. I want to like get further into it with them, but then that involves like commitment. And so when I really vibe with a chick at first, like I start getting scared because I'm like, damn, I don't want to, like, what if this turns into like you have to care about this person? I don't know, bro. Like is that like a symptom of Gen Z? Like, I'm gonna eat this salad after the stream, by the way, and then I'm gonna upload this to YouTube later on, like maybe a couple minutes later, like maybe at 11 or something. But like, is that like what happens, bro? Like I just like I freeze up because I'm just like, oh yeah, ting, and then I'm just like, No, like they look like someone who is not just like. It looks like I would have to put effort into this, which damn. And it's not even like easy girls, cause like fine girls I've bagged like. And then I've been with not easy girls. I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, is it just like it's like the emotional? It's like the emotional aspect of it. It's like that shit. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, I talked to my therapist about it because like, and my therapist he be talking to me like we just the bros, but then he'll add a touch of like, oh, I know why you're a professional. He'll ask a question where it's like, oh, I know you knew to take it that way, or you knew to take it there in that direction instead of this direction. And that's what makes you a professional. But like, we be talking like the bros, and like, I don't know, bro. He be trying to tell me like, just don't take shit like not don't take shit as serious, but like at the same time, don't take shit as serious. Like, you don't need to overthink shit when people are giving you clear signs. Like, there's this girl right now giving me, well, I'm wrapped up in the other girl in the last relationship, and he told me to, like, I need to get over that relationship because it's hindering me and my prospects now. Because I have a lot of prospects now, and, like, I have ones that reoccur and keep coming up and stuff, and people want to see me, like, chicks that are fine and shit like that, and, like, I keep ducking them because of this one chick, and it's like, bro, I don't know, but I have faith that like she'll come back around and shit. But like at the same time, it's the law of attraction, so it's like I'm not really. So I stopped worrying about it for real. I like actually stopped worrying about it, not just like fake stopped worrying about it, even though it's still in my orbit and in my field. Like I don't really harp on it. It's just like whatever. I'm just like learning. Oh, I know what it is. As I'm transitioning into learning to just like be secure with myself and just like only care and like be able to create and generate happiness just like with being alone and being by myself, then all the manifestations will start coming in because that's how the law of attraction works, which is stupid because once you don't care about the thing anymore, then you get it, but you don't care about it in the same way. But I'm just learning. I'm just learning. I'm just learning. I'm just learning how this reality works. I'm really just learning how this reality works. That's what we're all doing, right? Anyway, thank you for sticking around. Went a little over the time. I guess that's because we was in a bag. And I was pissed because I was in a bag for the last stream, but this is now. And I'm in a whole bag. I'm in a whole bag. Yeah. I cut my pants and made shorts. You can't even see I cut my pants and made shorts. That's how bored I am. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for sticking around. Another day, another dollar. I'm here tomorrow. I'm here tomorrow at 10 p.m. again. Yo, when I don't have things planned, I'll be writing out these topics in my book. I'll be looking at the journal. I'll be writing them at like 9:50, and then I'll just be rolling. I'll just be rolling. Anyway, back here again tomorrow, as it will be, for the foreseeable future, or for the foreseeable present. Okay. Peace. Deuces.